What is up, everybody? It is that Wakefield guy here with another video. And as if you can tell from the thumbnail and for the screen that I'm flashing in front of you right now, I'm switching up the topics now switching up the genres rather of what I want to do. And I wanted to do these story times for a long time because yes, they're going to be called story times from now on until I can come up with a better idea. Basically, my story times are going to be stuff that happened in my life and events that I think are crazy enough to, make a story time on. Excuse me. Excuse me if I sound hoarse or nasally or something like this. I'm just getting over a cold. And luckily just in time because, what's today? As I'm recording, it's the 6th now, so this will probably go up either today or tomorrow, which is the 7th, which the 7th is also my birthday. And I will be 20 years old. Woohoo. One step closer to being able to legally drink and own a pistol. Can't wait. And that's not sarcasm either. I can't wait for my, to be old enough to buy my own liquor and to buy my own handgun and ammo for a handgun. Alright, back on to the main topic. For story time today, if you haven't already told by the title, I'm going to tell you guys a little story of what happened in drama club between me and my former coach. And I felt that one was a more better suited candidate for a story time for my time in drama club, excuse me. Sorry, brain fart. I just felt it was a better suited story, if I can English properly, than just my entire drama club career, if you will. So, without me rambling on any further, making this longer than it absolutely needs to be, let's get started, shall we? Alright, so the story starts off, I guess, because, everybody's got to say that. It kind of starts off in a gray area, or a rocky area, excuse me. Not a gray area, what the hell am I talking about? Is when I was actually getting into the meat of drama club and the rehearsals and stuff. I was just getting into my grind. And this happened to be... I happened to get into this grind after certain events took place. None of them that I've talked about on the channel, and I prefer not to talk about them right now because it has to do with my ex-girlfriend, and she would fucking kill me if I if I put it out to everybody on there. Even though I feel it needs to be talked about, I'm not going to talk about it because she would murder me in my sleep. So, yeah, after this whole thing, or this whole debacle happened, and I was freaking out, couldn't perform my best on that day because that was the only thing I was thinking about. It started getting better from there. It was more of a motivator for me to get better at my craft, which I ultimately did. And, yeah, things went pretty smoothly until a week before showtime. And I show up for a official rehearsal, I guess is what they called it. They might have called it something else, but I heard official rehearsal. Which is basically where we're actually performing with all the set pieces and stuff like that, and not just pretending we have something in our hands. I get pulled aside, and I was supposed to... That first day that we were supposed to do it is basically all nothing but dressing room stuff and costumes, and we were getting fitted for our costumes. And I get pulled aside and says, because this is back in high school, Austin, you are failing this said class and you can't be here today. And I'm like, okay, why? And he showed me the grades, and I was failing, what was it? My government and economics class. Not by a lot, but actually my economics grade was terrible. I don't remember exactly what it was, but it wasn't good. Turns out I was missing 3 essays that I thought for sure I handed in. So I ended up redoing the essays on that same day or not that same day, the next day after, turned them in, and was expecting a grade because my teacher at the time, we're just going to call him Mr. P, because Tim's already basically gave away his name on Doug Hit TV's channel. We're just going to call him Mr. P. Yeah, where was I going with this? Okay. Yeah, I think I know where I'm going with it now. So he says, okay, grades will be cleared, no problem, this same day. You'll be able to perform tomorrow. And I go back home. Next day, go back home thinking, yeah, I'm going to be doing it tomorrow. And next day comes around, which is about 4 days before showtime. And I asked one of the teachers during lunchtime, I'm like, or one of the officials rather, I think it was the principal, am I passing? Am I going to be able to do this? And he's like, unfortunately, no. And I'm like, well, I handed all my work in. He's like, well, you're going to have to see me after school then. Alright. So I go see her after school, and it's the principal. We're just going to call her, we're going to call her Jennifer. I don't think that's her real name. But no, that's not her real name. Because her first name starts with a J. But we'll call her Jennifer. Jennifer, I went to her office and tried to get things sorted out. And she's like, oh, no, nothing's changed in the grade books. And stuff like that. And I'm like, alright. So, of course, I go all home pissed off because I'm driving at the time. So, I don't know how I didn't get pulled over because I was hauling ass down that road because I was pissed off and I wanted to perform. And this is the only reason why I quit baseball. Well, not the only reason why, but one of the main reasons why I quit baseball. And now I can't pursue it. And I'm so freaking pissed. I can't believe I didn't get pulled over by police because I think I was doing like 120 down that road. Or down the main road. Just getting home because I was that upset. And I don't know if those teachers think I was stupid or something, because usually when I think something is up grade-wise, I will go into power school, because that's what you have to go on to see your grades in high school now, is power school, and in middle school. So you go to power school. So I log into my power school. Sure enough, I'm passing both classes with 80s and 90s. So I'm like, okay, something's fucking going on here. So I call up Jennifer, and I'm like, you want to explain to me what the hell's going on in my grades? And she's like, first off, don't talk to me like that, and two, why are you asking? I was like, well, you said that I wasn't passing, and that I can't perform, and it's 3 days till showtime, and my grades are all 80s and 90s. What's the deal? Why are you doing this to me? She's like, I had no idea. Let me look in the grade book. And she takes another look in the grade book. Well, she's like, actually, she says, come to the high school and we'll talk about it again. It's like, okay, no fucking problem. I didn't say it that way, but pretty much. I should have. So I go back to the high school, and we sort this out again. And tell her, how about you actually look at my grade book this time? So she did. Sees I have 80s and 90s. And she asked me, I don't know why you're not able to perform then. And I was like, yeah, I don't know either. She's like, what classes were you failing? So I told her exactly what happened. And she's like, alright, I will be having a talk with them. But you're going to take me off the ineligible list, right? She's like, yeah, you're off it now. Go do what you want. So that's how I got out of that. And not like it would have helped or anything, because apparently they already had a fucking replacement for me. But I came back in, because I guess he was a temporary replacement. And they were all freaking out. Austin, where have you been? What was the deal? And I was like, I don't know. How about you tell ask fuckface Mr. P? He's, fuck, I don't remember what I said exactly, but I was like, I was gonna fucking kill him and this and that and shit like that. And like, he's so lucky he's a teacher because I would have beat his ass if he wasn't. And stuff like that. I was pissed that day. Like, the kind of pissed off where you don't want to hang around me. Like, it's in your best interest not to. Luckily, I don't get pissed off that bad that frequently, but there's a certain level of pissed off to where I get where you do not want to be on my receiving end. Like, at all. So, I tell them all that what's going on and stuff like that. Like, of course, I got the responses that I expected out of them. Like, oh, that's so fucked up. He shouldn't do that. Yada, yada, yada. My friend, Tim, who I do a lot of videos with on Doug Hit TV's channel and TNS TV, he wanted to beat his ass really bad, too. We had the same classes together, basically. The only class we didn't have together with Mr. P was... shit. I think it was psychology, because I didn't take psychology. And I think it was economics that I didn't have him with. I think that was it. The other classes I had him pretty much almost every day. Yeah, luckily I memorized my lines and stuff and the play went on, but the last showing of the play, he decides to show his face backstage. And as soon as I saw, I got real fucking mad. Like, do not acknowledge me, do not look at me, don't even breathe in my space, is what I was thinking to myself. Of course, he said, hey, Austin. I was like, hi. Which was probably one of the most emptiest greetings I've ever gave somebody in my entire life. After what you basically have just done to me. And, oh, we're running on 11 or 12 minutes. Okay, we're making good time. Sorry if this story is a little vague because I'm trying to pick it out of my memory, excuse me. I'm trying to pick bits and pieces out of my head because I don't remember exactly how it all went down. But the one thing I do remember vividly is this, and it was one of my teammates is like, yeah, he was mad that you left and stuff like that. And it was like, why? It's something I wanted to do. He's like, oh, I know, dude, and I fully support it. It was one of my teammates. We'll just call him, fucking... Yeah, I'm good at coming up with names, people. Excuse me. We'll just call him Mark. Mark comes up to me. He says, yeah, coach is pissed off more than ever. I'm like, yeah, and that's the exact reason why I didn't join, because I wasn't putting up with that bullshit again. He's like, no. It's because you're not on the team and you'd rather do something else. I was like, really? And that's basically, that was after the play. That was after all the final showing and the drama club get-together we had at the American Legion. He's like, yeah, he was super pissed because you didn't join and you want to do something else. I'm like, really? And that day, I think it was like 4 days after, is when I realized he basically tried to stop me from pursuing what I liked to do more than baseball. Don't get me wrong, I love baseball. If I could play baseball again, I would. Like, I'll pick baseball any day over sitting inside doing nothing and basically making videos or thinking of video ideas to come up with. If I could just play one more game, I would. Just not with him as coach. But yeah, what people didn't see, though, was behind the scenes between me and the coach. Usually the team didn't see him and I fighting that much, but we fought pretty bad. And you're not supposed to do that as fucking coach. You're not supposed to just go after one person constantly. Like, you're supposed to suffer as a team, which we did in certain situations, but it was me and fucking, we'll just call him Jake, because it's the closest thing that sounds like the other one. Me and Jake were, I'm coming up with names, by the way, people, so you don't go looking these people up, because I don't want random people adding them as friends on Facebook and shit like that, because they don't know you, so they don't really need a bunch of random people adding them. So yeah, me and Jake were basically the only ones getting hollered at, and we were the hardest working ones on the team. And the fighting got really bad between us. And I didn't want to put up with it anymore, so I quit that and I decided to join drama club. Because one, I always wanted to do it, and two, I liked performing, and I wasn't gonna put up with Palmer shit or with Mr. P's shit anymore. So yeah, that's basically what happened behind the scenes. And I don't remember exactly what happened after I found out, but I do know that I was really pissed off, and that's when I almost got into a pretty bad fight with him in the middle of class. So that ends the story there of how me and my former coach, Mr. P, don't get along very well anymore. Yeah, I think that's it. I'm sorry if this was a shitty thing or a shitty story time, because I'm trying to pull, like I said before, trying to pull bits and pieces out of my head because I don't remember exactly how it all went down. But because this happened a little over a year ago. But yeah, that's the time when my coach tried preventing me from performing because he was mad that I didn't join baseball again. Got that off my chest. Okay, so after that story time, I'm going to be doing more videos on story times, and the next one I'm going to be doing is my baseball career and how I rose and fell and what made me quit. Obviously, I don't have to tell you why I quit anymore, but I'm going to do it anyway. What really made me love the sport of baseball and stuff like that. So yeah, that'll be the next video. So yeah, that's it. And then I've got more story times planned, so stay tuned for that. Alright guys, you know the drill. You like my videos, any of my videos, rate, comment, subscribe down below. If you have a video, or if you have a movie you suggest me to watch, or if you have a video game you suggest to me to play, put them in the comments down below, and the one with the most votes and stuff will be up on the channel at some point, because I is broke. Alright guys, you like my videos, any of my videos, right? Comment, subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video, and the next video after that, and so on and so forth. I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.